5 awful January signings for Arsenal including Suarez, and what happened to them? Mikel Arteta is being urged by Arsenal fans to dip his toe into the January transfer window and recruit some fresh talent. However, the Spaniard appears to have learned from those who have stood in the Emirates Stadium dugout before him and is not rushing into any transfers. With Edin Nketiah and Alexander Lacazette set to leave the club at the end of the season, a striker is somewhat a priority this month. However, Arteta must be certain that the player he does sign is a smart coup for the club, otherwise they could end up featuring on the increasing list of January flops that the Gunners have signed. Daily Star Sport looks at Arsenal's 5 worst January transfer window signings. Young winger Ryo Miyaichi arrived at Arsenal with the weight of the world on his shoulders. Dubbed the Japanese Messi by some, sadly turned out that way for the 29-year-old, and he made just one Premier League appearance in North London. After enjoying loan spells at Feyenoord, Bolton, Wigan, and FC Twente, Miyaichi was sold to the German side St. Pauli. The winger made 80 appearances for the club before joining Yokohama F. Marinos in Japan. Not really the career of Lionel Messi, close though. Given how keen Unai Emery was to bring Denis Suarez to the Emirates a few years ago, many expected the Barcelona loanee to be a top talent. However, the central midfielder's spell with the Gunners was littered with injuries and he played 71 minutes of football in the English top flight, unimpressively. Barca were obviously unconvinced by the Spaniard's short cameos as he was sold to Celta Vigo, and he has become a regular starter at the 12th-placed La Liga outfit. Again, expectations were unrealistically high for midfielder Thomas Eisfeld when he arrived at the club in 2021. The young German joined the club from Borussia Dortmund Academy and was expected to gradually transition into Arsene Wenger's first team, but the only time he was in the manager's teams was when the club was touring Asia in pre-season. After only appearing in a few cup games for Arsenal, Eisfeld was sold to Fulham, where he, again, struggled for minutes. The midfielder found very limited opportunities at Craven Cottage and was then loaned out to German outfit VfL Bochum, who then made the move permanent after a season. Eisfeld has since made over 100 appearances for the Bundesliga 2 club, becoming an established and important member of the first team. Although he didn't cost big bucks, the midfielder was a poor piece of recruitment by the Gunners. Signed from Fluminense for £3 million in 2011, Wellington Silva was expected to light up the Premier League. However, the young Brazilian never even stepped foot on the turf at Emirates in a competitive match due to a series of complications, namely, his work permit. Dreadful business is an understatement. Silva was loaned out to numerous clubs during his 4-year spell with the Gunners before rejoining Fluminense on a free transfer. The 29-year-old joined Japanese side Gamba Osaka last March and has scored 3 goals in 29 appearances for the club. The strangest January transfer that Arsenal have made over the last 5 years is, without a doubt, the purchase of Koen Bramall. The defender was purchased for £40,000 from non-league side Huddersfield Town and tipped to be a long-term left-back for the club. Bramall was evidently not the player that Wenger thought he was signing though, despite saying he was similar to Ashley Cole, as the youngster only ever featured for the club at under-23 and under-21 level, enjoying a short stint at Birmingham in the 2017-18 campaign too. The 25-year-old was sold to Colchester United in 2019, where he became a first-team regular before